This is a story about endeavour, tenacious endeavour, then sadness, then kindness saving the day. Adam Hall is a gold medal winning winter Paralympian. Born with spina bifida, he's an inspirationally determined athlete who's reached the top in his field, but he needed help, and when two of the people who'd helped him most both died, things were looking pretty grim until Ashley Tulloch with some true Olympic spirit.
And Adam Hall from Auckland is on his way.
She would never tell me that I couldn't do it. She would always be there to support me in any way possible.
And Hall has got a couple of seconds to play with here.
Someone said that your son can't do this. She would obviously be down their throats saying, whatever, watch this type thing.
No, Adam Hall has probably slid out of contention.
Without her never give up, die attitude, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
But he still wins it!
Adam Hall, born with spina bifida, a remarkable life driven by two women, Gilly Hall, his mentor, who died of cancer 6 months before this race in 2010, and his mum, there in Vancouver to witness his heroic victory.
You train for one moment to go to the Olympics, you win a gold medal, and you come home, you spend great family time after the Olympics. We went back to Winter Park where I trained. Then to come home and within a week, basically to be told that, from being to the absolute high to the absolute low is something that you can't wish upon anybody.
But the death of Adam's mum, Gail, and his mentor, Gilly, would see some people in Adam's life become much more important. Adam didn't know it then, but his mum's funeral would change his life forever.
What I wanted to do was to form a cluster around him, to provide him with the latest science and technology and health science as well.
Tony and I were standing in the car park talking with a number of others. And Tony, as he often does, just quietly sort of said, somebody's really going to have to provide some support for this young man. Would you help? And so for me, that was an obvious answer. So the whole process started really.
And this was the beginning of the Brains Trust.
The initial steps were really just to ascertain, well, what does he need? What can we do? We didn't have a fixed idea. It was really just a case of saying, okay, we're there to help Adam. What does Adam need?
G'day, how's it going? Hi Adam, how's things? Yeah, good, thanks. Good to see you. Come on in.
What he needed was ankle-foot orthoses that were better suited to this world #1's active lifestyle, and what they needed was an accurate picture of his current physical state.
It's almost like spray painting, where you move the gun over the leg, as David is doing now, and it's building up in real time the three-dimensional shape of the leg or the object that is being passed over. So David contacted us and said, I've got Adam, we'd like to be able to scan his legs and improve the fitting of his orthotics, so we were delighted to be able to assist.
With a 3D picture of the outside of Adam's lower body, they then needed to see the skeletal structure. The images from the CT scanner combined with the 3D imagery to make a virtual model of Adam's leg. It's here in this multi-million-dollar factory that the virtual model is put to use, creating a solid replica of Adam's leg in order to make a new ankle-foot orthosis.
All the different prototypes that you've been making, the cost must be adding up, because you guys aren't being paid for this, are you?
No. Well, we are being paid, I believe, but not in terms of cash. One of the paybacks for our business is that it actually stretches us in what we're doing. But to be honest, we would do this just because it's good fun.
Here's Adam, that's in Vancouver.
Part of the ever-growing team is Brains Trust physio Vanessa Trent, who oversees all the changes to ensure his physical well-being is not being jeopardised.
We're just trying to make him pretty much more aligned. It's like the carrot we dangle is your performance will improve.
This is just, remember last time how we were fighting to even get it in? It was all twisted. Now it just goes
Straight in.
Once the new orthoses are ready, Scott and Adam train.
We test it out. We might put it on 2, 3, 4 times every day, take it off, make small adjustments, go back out, ski it again, take it off, make notes on what we're doing, and make the tweaks to it. And when we think we've got it right, we send it back to the Brain Trust, and they make it permanent.
Over the last 16 months, they've spent between $70,000 and $100,000 on the project, excluding the cost of everyone's time. So financial support is crucial.
But yes, there are some private donors involved in this, but that's what we like to do.
But their focus isn't just on Adam the athlete. The Brains Trust is about improving Adam's life, and already a lot has changed. He walks straighter and he stands 3 centimetres taller.
You know, my partner and I just went camping one day, took a bike, and there was like a circle around a fire at night, and I basically told myself I wasn't going to go to bed until I was able to do a full loop without falling over, because I would just get up and I would fall over, and I always had this struggle where I could only get so far when I would pedal, but with the muscles and the training that I've been able to do, you know, I've been able to get stronger, so I was able to get round and round. And it put such a huge smile on my face, and it was like being a kid again for me. It was pretty hilarious, but to be able to do that was pretty cool.
Adam chases winter. Next month they'll head back to Colorado to train at Winter Park.
You know, if I work my butt off, the results will come to me. I don't need to chase any results. If I leave absolutely everything that I possibly can up on that mountain, then we'll be rewarded with whatever that is that we deserve. So long as I, you know, keep on going with no stone unturned, you know, we'll come home with more than 1 medal.
Having had his most successful season to date, winning 4 World Cups, Adam's sights are firmly set on gold in Russia 2014.
The support that I've had over the last couple of years since Mum's accident, you know, not just from family and friends, but from the whole community of New Zealand. You know, the next 4 years is surely it's, you know, I'm doing what I'm doing, but it's for me, it's more payback to show my respect and the appreciation that I have for the whole country, and it's for my mum, it's for my family, and for the rest of the country.
Adam Hall talking to Ashley Tulloch.